Good evening YouTube, or should I say, Bueno sera assassini. This is the 5th VictoryLog, and today I'm going to be discussing the most recent release in the gaming world, which is Assassin's Creed Revelations. Revelations is the 4th game in the extremely popular Assassin's Creed series, featuring all 3 of the game's main protagonists so far, Ezio Auditore, Altair Ibn Lahad, I think I pronounced that right, and Desmond Miles, all based in different eras in history. The more prominent era featured is the Renaissance, the Italian Renaissance, which is continued in this installment. However, the game drags itself away from the artistic, colourful setting of Italy to the more modern, advanced areas of Turkey, specifically Constantinople, and the Arabic lands surrounding it, as our main character Ezio embarks on a more personal journey to discover more about his ancestor Altair. This is the final game to feature Ezio Auditore and the last Assassin's Creed game to be set in the Renaissance, but it's not the last game. It takes the form of another expansion game like Brotherhood was, and merely serves the purpose of being another extension of Ezio's story. Assassin's Creed 3 should feature more prominently in a modern setting. There has been speculation on cities such as New York, like Los Angeles. I don't know why, but that's what's been speculated, so you never know. These areas are already touched upon in Revelations with the more advanced attachments and weapons and stuff for Ezio, such as the hook blade, which revolutionizes combat and travel, enabling Ezio to use zip lines and get across the cities a whole lot quicker. Also, there are explosive grenades in this game, as an addition to the already existing smoke grenades. There is a new sort of, I'm going to call it create a nade system, which apparently opens up 300 different types of grenades that the character can create during their time in Revelations. This kind of thing opens up a whole new angle on combat. Coming to the subject of combat, Ubisoft, however you want to pronounce it, has confirmed that it is a whole lot more difficult. Ezio can no longer just wade in and, slaughter everyone. A quote taken from an interview with a leading Ubisoft developer states, "It makes sense to run away in some situations." However, judging from what we've seen in earlier trailers and gameplay videos, the combat does look a whole lot smoother, with a lot more new moves being implemented, thanks mainly to the introduction of the hook blade. And of course, the graphics have taken a severe upgrade too, with the game now being compatible in 3D on 3D TVs and stuff across every platform. The multiplayer modes in this game have been advanced in every way possible, with all the returning game modes from Brotherhood, with added locations and character layout, stuff like that. Also, more customization is available, with the option to create guilds, or like clans and stuff. The equivalent would be clans, on any other game, with your own individual, unique coat of arms, which I think is pretty cool. The story mode features Ezio's journey across the Ottoman Empire and into Masyaf, the old assassin fortress, as he attempts to locate keys which will enable him to access a secret weapon, an ancient artifact that Altair hid deep within the fortress hundreds of years before. As we know, it was Altair who designed the modern hidden blades and the armor and various other weapons in previous games. Therefore, we can assume it's going to be something pretty awesome that he's hid, as it is claimed it will end the war between the Templars and Assassins forever. Desmond's story is temporarily put on hold as he finds himself trapped inside the Animus in a comatose state. During this entrapment, he discovers a place called the Black Room, again inverted commas, which he must search through to find a single memory that links him, Ezio and Altair all together to regain his real-time consciousness. Something that's quite exciting in this game is the introduction of the mysterious Subject 16 who occupied the Animus before Desmond. He explains that in order for Desmond to regain consciousness, he must play out the stories of Ezio and Altair to the end. In other words, until Ezio and Altair die. So that would obviously bring the current assassin's story to a rather sad close, leaving Desmond free to carry on his story and possibly finish the entire game in Assassin's Creed 3 next year. Developers at Ubisoft have confirmed the major release next year, which will draw the events into the speculated possible events in the whole, 2012 situation. In Assassin's Creed, the world is still set to end, somehow in 2012. The battle between the Templars and the Assassins will most likely reach its ultimate climax as the series ends. So, obviously, I'll be covering that game when it comes down to it. I hope you've enjoyed this VictoryLog, and I hope you enjoy the game. That is, if you're buying it. I'm not getting it until Christmas, unfortunately, but I know I'll be stoked until I do get it, because I love Assassin's Creed. I've played it ever since the first one, which was one of the first games I played on Xbox. Don't forget to like and comment if you want to, and be sure to subscribe with this subscribe to this channel to be in with a chance of winning Microsoft points in my Christmas giveaway, which more details will be released around the 15th of December, I'm thinking, sometime like that. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon.